Welcome to Buns and Banter, a podcast by work besties for work besties. Hey, I'm Lauren.
And I'm Allie.
We're both morning show hosts for iHeartMedia.
And we're live in 3.
We're both millennials.
And we're both trying to figure out how to build the lives we dream about.
Dating.
Marriage.
Career.
Career and being a mom.
How to get through a week without crying.
Welcome to Buns and Banter.
We're glad you're here. O-M.
You came with your notes again. I'm so impressed. I love it. I love that you have physical paper notes.
Well, so backstory on this first thing. Lauren and I both work at iHeartMedia. We're both morning show hosts. Says that every time in our little intro or whatever. So we have a lot of bosses, and the podcast, it's different than our on-air shifts and our morning shows and stuff.
Oh, yes.
But our boss has been asking about the podcast.
Which freaked me out.
Quite frequently lately, which I'm like, are we in trouble?
Yes, first thought.
But I think it's a good thing, and I think he wants to help us sort of figure out what our niche is, and when you've positioned a lot of radio stations and sort of done radio marketing and broadcasting for 30 plus years, it's helpful to hear that kind of advice out.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
He listened to an episode, and
we don't know which one.
I don't know which one.
Oh,
and he was like, well, I'm not the target demo, am I? Which I thought was a very PC way. I did ask him point blank. I was like, did we scare you? And he was like, no, it's probably not a podcast I would seek out as a 65-year-old man. And I was like, okay, well, that's not really, I'm not saying that we don't have 65-year-old men that listen.
Thank you to our 65-year-old men.
Because I know that we do. But yeah, not the... So we kind of talked for a little while, and we were kind of talking about what we want the podcast to be. And you and I keep going back to this lifestyle from different life spaces.
Yes.
Which I really think hits the nail on the head.
Yeah, conversations we can't have on the air.
Exactly. And that was his takeaway. He was like, you guys are really talking about stuff that you can't talk about on the air. So
yeah, using language we cannot use on the air sometimes.
Absolutely not. But the FCC don't give a shit about podcasts. So here we are.
That's another t-shirt.
That's another t-shirt. So I've got some burning questions.
Oh my God.
That we definitely would not be able to answer on our respective morning shows, but we're doing it on Buns and Banter today.
I did not know this, by the way.
Yeah, this is
you popped this a little surprise uncomfortably close.
So this is just I've got a few of these.
Okay.
We'll see. Let's just see how it goes.
I love it.
Answer honestly. And we can, do you want to do 1, 2, 3? We both answer at the same time? Or do you want me to read them and then you answer? And
let's try the 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I love the chaos.
Okay. Most likely to sleep with a friend's ex.
You.
Me. For sure.
I don't say that badly. It's just.
I would make sure it was okay.
I just think people are very drawn to you. And you can't help who it is.
I obviously I wouldn't do anything shady.
No, but you know what? We all have needs.
I'm a very loyal Libra friend.
Yes.
I will die defending my friends. But if you're okay with it, and
these are burning.
I'm just saying. Anyways, who is most likely to falsely use a disabled parking space? You.
I don't know. Maybe. I can't imagine you doing that at all.
I can't. No.
I did it when I was pregnant once.
That's why.
And I feel really bad.
But not because, not falsely. I do think that pregnant women should have a spot closer to the door.
I felt bad though because they did. I just missed the signage. It was literally a handicap spot and a expectant mother spot. But this was 3rd trimester. Do you remember my ankles?
Yes.
I could barely walk.
And that's the only reason why I say that. That's the only reason.
Please don't come for me. I never use those spots.
I know. These are spicy. These are spicy questions. Okay. Most likely to have a crush on a friend's parent.
You.
Me, obviously. I know. I was reading some of these before, and I was like, this is going to be easy.
This is so fun.
Who's most likely to commit murder?
Me.
I would say
I've
you.
got such a short fuse. I'm an emotional Aries.
You, and you watch all of those crime shows, so I
Oh,
feel
yeah,
like
I'd get away with it.
you're like, yeah, you feel very confident that you'd be
Mhm.
like, this is fine.
I'd tell you about it, though.
Yeah, I'd help.
Loyal.
But in terms of legally speaking, I've never met her a day in my life. So, okay. Who has the worst music taste?
Oh.
I wouldn't say worst. I would just say our tastes in music are different.
Super different. I
Yeah.
probably have a very eclectic taste that
I do-
sometimes people don't love.
I do too, but like in a different way.
I like oldies.
You do, but we like different oldies.
Yeah.
Like you are all the Debbie Harry
Yes.
and Whitney Houston
yeah,
and
yeah.
right,
A
am
lot
I
of
right?
the powerhouse women, especially.
Celine.
Heart. Oh, Celine is the songbird of our generation. I could spend a whole episode.
I could maybe sing 2 Celine songs.
Oh my god.
I know.
Okay.
I know. But like you want to turn on some CCR or like some Queen?
See, yeah.
See? We both have great taste in music. I feel like
you said that about Celine.
I feel like that's kind of a prereq to work in our business. Like you
Yes.
have to be a fan of a lot of different
Mhm.
kinds of music because
Mhm.
you don't really go into radio with a like, oh, I want to work in top 40 or oh, I want to work in country or oh, I want to work in
Because in radio, you're
classic
working
hits.
in all of it.
You're doing it all. You're doing it all. Like you have to be a fan of all of it.
We're
Okay,
versatile.
This one's funny. Who needs to be medicated?
Both.
So if you know someone, anyways,
Who is not but should be.
who would be the worst in an emergency?
Me.
She would. As long as no bones are sticking out of your body, she'd be fine.
Right, but remember when I ran out of gas? I was so vulnerable.
Yeah, actually, that was like right after the podcast last week. Lauren pulled out of the garage. I left like a 20 minutes after her.
Yep.
And I get a phone call. Hey, I ran out of gas in the Maserati.
Thought I had one more trip. Not the Maserati's fault. It definitely told me, girl, you're not getting anywhere, and I ignored it.
I do that too, though. I will wait until my car is
Yes.
past E.
Yes. So calm in a murder, so not calm in an emergency.
There we go. This person shows traits of a serial killer.
But like the good traits. I'm charismatic. I'm trustworthy.
The good traits. Quote unquote. Got it.
Organized.
Who would wear a band t-shirt without knowing the band?
Allie.
I would.
Yep.
I would.
You have such a cute band style.
I don't believe in that you have to, like, name 3 songs when you have a band t-shirt on. Like, maybe I just liked the t-shirt, okay? Maybe I discovered...
Yes.
Maybe someone discovers Nirvana because they saw the t-shirt at Target. And, like, then they become obsessed with It's just, like, let people have their t-shirts. This person does not wear socks with shoes. Both of us have done it, but you.
Currently not wearing
You.
socks. And I feel so bad, too. Because you told me 2 episodes ago, because we've gotten a bit more cash
Yeah.
in the studio now.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, take your shoes off. I said, I would never. I don't wear socks with shoes, and I'd probably kill you.
Lauren and I both have juicy toes, too. That's a nice visual.
That was
For someone.
And you matter.
And you can Venmo us $5.
there it is.
Who do you think has the highest body count?
You.
Me.
Just,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad. I've been not stuck, but in a loving relationship with mine for so long.
Yeah. And let me tell you, these past few years, they've been pretty dry. They've been pretty dry. Not for a lack of trying.
Right.
Just,
I will tell you, though, that 2-year hiatus I took from Chris, if we're talking a media body count, it's a respectable number. Took some runs after some events.
oh, wow. That's,
I don't know if it's everyone was single.
I don't like to shit where I eat. I did that. I
Wise.
did that for a while.
Yeah.
You know that I did that for
Yeah.
a while, and I'll never do it again. Never. If I'm in a relationship with someone and we like start a business together, that's different. Mind your business. But I will never like be working someplace and be like, oh, there's a new person in sales that I think I'm going to take a run at. No.
Don't do it.
Shove me off the fire escape.
Oh, I would. Murder.
This person would start a fight unprovoked. I would.
I was just about to say,
I would.
yeah, I'd back you up.
Sometimes you just like
You're so confident. I know that whatever happened was to you, not from you. And I'd be like, I'm here to throw down.
yeah, unprovoked. Like I'm not just gonna walk out on the
Right.
street and like throw a sucker punch, but like
Don't look at me weird.
if I see an underdog or someone that needs help, oh, I'm in it, baby.
Yeah,
I'm in it.
that's your good Samaritan self.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Most likely to get a sugar daddy. I mean, we both need one.
Right.
So consider this our application.
I was like, I'm not ashamed to say it. Even Chris would probably be like, absolutely, babe.
Yeah. Yeah. Who relies on their mom for everything?
I don't know. You talk to your mom a lot.
I talk
Maybe
to my mom
advice.
every single day, but I don't like rely on her to make like doctor's appointments or,
Oh, yeah, no.
but like I'm super close with my mom, so I'll take that one.
Yeah, I
I'll
think
take
that's
that
good. It's like it's the therapy we can afford, which is free.
Yeah. Sorry, mom. Who would have been lobotomized in the 50s?
Me.
Same. I think we both would have been.
Very, very
Group
interesting.
rate. Okay. Most likely to swear at a child.
Oh, God, it's so hard not to.
I'm going you.
I've gotten much better, but oh man, we were looking at a house yesterday, and Will walks in and he goes, "Whoa, look at all this shit."
I was like, no, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. It's like funny though when they swear, but like
especially when it's in the proper context.
yeah, it's like
so sad.
I know, which I should not have children. I really shouldn't. Who's most likely to prefer the Kids Bop version of songs?
No,
Neither.
I can't.
Neither.
Ugh.
Mm-mm.
I have kids, and I'm like, absolutely not.
And you know what? This next one, I know neither of us would do this unless we were specifically asked. Most likely to show up wearing white to a wedding. Mm-mm.
No.
Not even like
Like
sometimes when people show up at a wedding with like a lighter dress with like a print on it,
yeah.
I'm even like, what are you doing?
Yup. I won't even go. Like, even if you asked me to show up in white, I'd still go cream. I don't think I could do it.
You'd go cream?
It'd be so weird to be like going in a white dress to a wedding. I don't know. I don't think I could do it.
I don't think any of the light neutral colors are in play.
If I was asked by the bride to go in white,
Oh, I see.
the closest I'd get is cream.
Okay.
No, otherwise, like, I'm dark.
Most likely to commit arson. I mean, it'd be a dual effort.
Yeah, I was gonna say either one of us, but the other one would be there to make sure that you stayed safe and that we got out of there correctly.
But again, we've never met. I don't know her.
I don't even know what fire is.
Yep. You run north, I run south. This person will die alone. It'll be me. Lauren has kids and a husband. I have a dog who will probably eat my body if I...
Fran would never.
She would.
I think if you no, maybe though.
See? That's one.
a tough question.
That is one of my biggest fears, is that I'm going to take a tumble down my stairs when I'm alone, break my neck, and I'm dead in there for a couple days. And Fran is like, sorry.
I would find you within hours.
There's a lot of meat on these bones.
Delicious meat.
Most likely to accidentally join a cult.
Me.
I feel like it would be you.
I am so gullible. So gullible. I think I would love the feeling of group togetherness.
I don't think you're gullible. I think you just really love a group activity.
I do. I do love a group activity. And if that's like taking the stairs to heaven, I'm in. If we're all going together, it's so fun. And matching outfits.
And will there be wine?
Oh my
Because then there's no, like, you're never getting her back.
in.
Mm-hmm. And last but certainly not least, most likely to start a cult.
You.
Me.
You're so, again, confident and charismatic. And I think you'd have a fun cult. I don't think it'd be a bad one.
And you'd be like a good cult.
It'd be very life affirming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It would be very, like, what's it? Self-help.
Yeah.
Self-help.
If you've never seen that episode of Schitt's Creek where they accidentally join the cult by going to the exercise class, that's how you'd get me, and I'd be like, this is the greatest place with the greatest people.
Yeah. So there we go.
God, that was good.
Burning questions for Buns and Banter.
That was very on point, too.
I think we should do this like every once in a while.
Yes, I
Mhm.
feel very good about my answers.
Mm.
Like, I'm self-aware of my issues,
Yeah.
which is really important.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like we really know each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so can I do an update about my thumb?
Yeah.
Allie, it hurts so bad. If you follow me on TikTok, I gave this story a couple days ago. We got to go on a trolley ride for the Grand Rapids International Wine, Beer, and Food Festival,
So fun.
which was so delish.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to look cute, so I wore a bodysuit. And we need to talk about bodysuit battles for a minute.
You looked snatched.
Well, I appreciate that. I think that was part of the problem, because the reason I looked snatched is because I bought this bodysuit that had compression built in, because I needed some help in the midsection. It's
Mhm.
okay. I like to feel good in what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
So if you're not aware of how a bodysuit works, it's a onesie for grown-ass people. And so most of the time it snaps in the undercarriage area.
Here's the messed up thing, though. The snaps, like on a infant onesie,
Yeah.
it's the same snaps.
Yes.
They don't, like, they're not reinforced for an adult body. They're not
No.
upgraded.
They're not designed for adult hands. Like-
And they're the same. That's so wild to me
Mhm.
that it's the same for an infant on like a middle-aged woman's
Yeah.
garment.
Yes.
I'm not calling you middle-aged because
No.
you're not, but I'm just
I
saying.
appreciate that. I will burn this place to the ground. I
Arson.
So we're at the end of this trolley ride. We've had all these great like foods and bevies, and I finally have to pee. I held on the whole trolley ride, and we're talking 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. I did not break the seal. We get to our final stop, and we were going to do a wine tasting, so I wanted to like give myself some room, empty out the tank, and I'm going to re-snap this child's onesie on myself, and the compression shot back so hard it tore my thumbnail off.
I was in the stall next to her when
You
this happened,
were.
and I was out like washing my hands or whatever, and I heard her go, "Oh, ow!" So I was thinking the worst. I thought something had happened in your undercarriage
Oh,
with the
gosh.
snaps
Yep.
and the.
Yeah.
I thought the bodysuit gotcha. It did,
It
but it was your
did.
thumb. And then you didn't come out for a while, and I was like, I don't know if I should leave and give her a minute, or if I should stay in here in case she needs help.
It hurt. It is one of the most painful things I've had happen. Top 5 for sure. And I'm not trying to be dramatic. It tore the whole, like, now the bed is exposed, which is
Mhm.
super sensitive. It bled. It bled the whole time we were sitting there. So I, like, drank my wine while I was, like, covering my thumb because I didn't want anybody to know. Like, how'd you cut your thumb? Well,
Right.
I couldn't get it around my cooch well enough. And now, like, 2 days later, it is still throbbing. You can't touch things. You can't hit buttons. It is the dumbest fashion injury I have ever had.
And it's like that, like, oh, how'd you hurt yourself? I broke a nail.
I know. It's not even good.
But it's bad.
Oh, it's so terrible. And I did this on the air on one of my shows, and I got this fascinating phone call. His name is Kevin, and he's a former Marine.
Ooh.
And he's like, "Oh, let me tell you about this wardrobe malfunction." And I've never like been taken behind the ropes of our military before. And I couldn't recognize the word he used, but within the Marines uniform, and if we have anybody that's in the service or was in the service listening, please correct me, in the comments or whatever if you can. But your like shirt tails are connected through your pants to like your socks so that everything is held in together. There was a word for whatever this piece of garment is.
Your shirt is connected to your socks?
Yeah, is the way he was describing it to me. And he goes, so a lot of times this thing will snap up and it's so
Ooh.
tight, it'll rip your leg hair out.
Oh.
And so he's like, a lot of times, like you'll either see people with just waxed legs so they don't have to deal
Oh.
with it because you're constantly like, if you're in your dress blues and things like that, that's when you have to wear it. And I was like, Kevin, I would already thank you for your service, but even more so now knowing that little tidbit of knowledge. Doesn't that sound awful? He's
I
like,
mean-
oh, it'll just, he's like, so I can't even count how many times I've just had leg hair ripped right out in the middle of a ceremony.
Oh, my.
I know. So then I felt really bad hearing a Marine talk about that when I'm like, my thumb hurts.
Howie. That is
yeah,
fascinating.
isn't that interesting?
Wow.
I knew there was a lot that went into military uniforms, but I'm like, wow.
Do you ever watch, like, military TikTok?
I don't.
You should.
It sounds fascinating.
Because, like, the things that they'll, like, the get ready with me's are super, super fascinating because sometimes it's guys, sometimes it's girls, but sometimes they just like are filming TikToks like on base or like certain places, and I'm like, is this a national security issue? Like, should you guys
Right.
be doing this, like filming from inside whatever you're in? I don't even know, but
get ready with me military on TikTok.
yeah.
That's a good that's a good suggestion. I've never.
Speaking of wardrobe,
Oh no.
not malfunctions, but I'm just like a little bit nervous about it. I'm going to a wedding this weekend with a guy that I have been seeing
Oh yeah.
for a little over a month now. I'm just going to hard launch it. And I got a dress, and you know I love to rent a dress.
You're so good at it too. You find the best stuff.
I rent clothes every single month. Shout out to Newly. This is not sponsored, but it could be if you want it to be. So you let me know. So I get a dress from Newly, and it looks so cute. And I love renting a dress because people will post pictures of them in the dress, so you can sort of get a feel for like what it looks like on an actual real human body.
Thank you.
And they tell you how much they weigh and how tall they are and what shape their body is, and if they had sized up or sized down. It's great. It's awesome. So the reviews were like, you probably want to size down. I'm cutting it close, right? Like, I'm leaving tomorrow.
Yeah.
This dress arrived yesterday, so I don't really have a lot of time to like make another move or pivot if this doesn't work.
Right.
It fits. It's kind of a puffier sleeve.
Cute.
And it's cut like, so I posted a picture of this on my Facebook page. You can kind of see it in the picture, but I texted my mom and my sisters, like, do you notice anything weird about this dress? The sleeve connection to the actual dress is right in the middle of my nipple.
Oh.
It's like not wide enough up top,
Yeah.
which also makes it impossible to wear a bra. This is the first time I am meeting this man's mother,
Oh my
father,
gosh.
cousin's new wife, like his entire family.
Hey.
And I've got like
I gotta look at this now while you're talking about it.
my mom and my sisters say that you can't tell, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to be able to wear a bra, and this dress is like, it's a darker floral, but it's really thin material.
Okay.
And I don't want to be, hey, remember that girl you brought to the wedding who you could see right through her dress to her nipples?
Oh, I think that's really cute. So this is exactly, I love that pattern. This is exactly what I thought you were describing, because I was just talking about this with a friend of mine the other day.
Yeah.
This is a new style where the like, whatever you call them, the pleats, the lineage, whatever. I notice it on a lot of the national morning shows too on TV.
Really?
And they can sit really awkwardly. And you almost have like a fembot look.
Yes.
Yes. And it's the style. I don't think you have that here though. Because I think with the pattern, it's not, these are like some of the solid color ones I noticed. I'm like, oh my goodness, it is drawing all of your attention into, and then your nipple is there because you can't wear a bra, like you said.
Yeah.
This is cute. I think this is really cute, and I don't notice that.
Is it girl cute though, or is it like everyone will think it's cute? Because that's the other thing that I'm worried about. I'm like asking him all of these questions. I'm like, well, what's the dress code? Where's the wedding going to be? And of course, they never have any good information. I'm like, well, what are you wearing? He's
They're
like, well,
men.
I'm wearing a suit because I'm an usher in the wedding. I'm like, oh, you're in the wedding.
Oh, that's brand new information.
Right. Okay, I'll figure it out.
That is, everybody will think it's cute. 100%.
And it's like, you don't want to, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me feel a little bit better. But, you know, like, you want to make like a good first impression. So it's tough
Absolutely.
to try to find something where it's like, it's not only just like you're the guest to a wedding, that you're someone's plus one.
Yeah.
So that's like a layer. Then the other layer is like, I'm meeting your entire family for the first time. So this is their first impression of me.
I think it is actually a very perfect choice, because the other thing, like what I would be so nervous about, which always happens with my dresses, is the low cutness.
Yeah.
And I'm not here to be rolling in, looking like a fresh mom that's still getting a lot of the milk up top,
Yeah.
which is what tends to happen for me in dresses.
And I don't really mind something that's super low cut because I don't have huge boobs.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like I can get away with it. Like,
Mhm.
I've got small boob privilege.
That is beautiful, though. I
Well,
think
thank
that's a
you.
really, really good choice for exactly the event you just described.
I am
Isn't it great to be a man?
I mean,
God.
right?
God.
Like, you literally can't wear the wrong, just don't wear jeans to the wedding.
Right, exactly.
But there's also like a rehearsal dinner involved in this too, which of course we're going up for because he's an usher in the
In it,
wedding and
yeah.
like his cousin is like his brother. So I'm like, so that's another outfit I got to figure out.
This is very awesome and intense at the same time.
It's awesome and intense. Awesome and intense. What would you wear to a rehearsal dinner where you don't know anybody and you don't know what the dress code is? And I also don't know if it's like a rehearsal dinner, because that can mean so many things these days. Or if it's like a welcome dinner.
We had a super casual rehearsal dinner.
You did?
Yeah. Like we did it at one of my favorite restaurants in Grand Ledge. That's like a bar also, and had this great back room, like woodsy, huge fireplace, like redwoods of Northern Cali feel. Very, very chill. Like you could have worn jeans. But I think a rehearsal dinner, you could get away with like a really cute pantsuit.
Pantsuit?
Yeah, I think so for a rehearsal dinner.
Oh, geez. Okay, I was thinking jeans.
Oh, I think you could. But see, I don't know because I don't know the level of niceness. You're right.
I don't know either. I don't know either. And I
No.
was like, well, what are you going to wear? I asked him, and he was like, probably like just like pants and a button up. And I'm like, but you can wear that to literally any
Anything.
situation and look appropriate. Whereas if I wear jeans to an event that I'm not supposed to wear jeans to,
Yeah.
I'll stick out like a sore thumb.
Would you rather be overdressed than underdressed?
No.
Really?
I'd rather be the right amount. Yes, if I had to skew one way or the
Right.
other, I'd rather be overdressed than underdressed to any situation,
Mm-hmm.
anytime. But
It's going to probably be chilly.
if
right?
everyone's
Tomorrow night
wearing
up north.
jeans and I show up in a dress, that's trying too hard.
Yeah. I wouldn't go. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't go dress. Have you, like, do you know the venue this rehearsal dinner is at?
No.
My God, this man of yours. What are we supposed to do?
I know. And like he's traveling this week, so I feel like I can't ask. I'm like trying not to blow up his phone.
Oh.
But it's like an out of town wedding too,
Yeah.
so it's not like I can like I have to bring
Oh, girl, I would have my backseat full of everything I owned. Roll up, peek in the window of whatever you're at, look at someone, and then go and change in the bathroom is exactly how I'd handle it.
I know. And I'm like, well, where are we staying? And he's like, oh, with my family in my family's house. I'm like,
Oh, my.
of course we are. I know. I knew that. I know. Yeah.
This is 0 to 100.
0
I
to
don't
100.
hate it.
0 to 100.
You've got it handled. You're a badass.
Yeah. I do. I think so.
See? You do. Love the dress. I think whatever you figure out for Friday night will be. I think you could go jean, like even a dark denim that I know you have. That's always classic.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like black jeans aren't actually jeans.
No, God, no. No. Count that as formal.
Man.
We're meant to be denim on denim like Canadian tuxedo people.
I love denim on denim.
It's fabulous. You looked on the trolley ride we were just
On the
talking about.
trolley.
You looked absolutely phenomenal.
Denim, denim, denim.
Never again will I be wearing a bodysuit that snaps the way that it did.
I know.
Can't do worse than that for your rehearsal dinner.
We have sent people to the moon, but we cannot figure out how to innovate the woman's bodysuit.
Underlying problem there, woman.
I don't get it.
I know. It's 2023. Give me something that snatches me up in a healthy, non-destructive way. It doesn't seem to be hard.
Yeah. Like, I really thought, like, where's Spanx? Where are you guys?
That's a good point.
Because I feel like for a second there, it was like innovation after innovation after innovation. And now, like, I haven't heard anything in a minute.
It's like we've hit a wall. I get that you've got your jeans, but I'm looking for something that is a bit closer to the bone.
That's not a snap. Like, can we...
Ugh.
But, like, also a zipper feels dangerous.
Yes. Yeah. I'm not really sure what Velcro.
Oh.
Because the last thing I need is both of my onesie tails to pop out of my jeans at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
Today's episode brought to you by being so hard to be a woman.
We really need, like, a shapewear sponsor
Please.
or something.
I love it. I'm down. You'd help the wedding. You'd help the rehearsal. You'd help the day-to-day. Never again would I be walking around with a bloody thumb and a story that doesn't match the gnarly injury.
And that is going to take a while for your nail to grow out
I know.
and protect whatever is hanging out of there.
It's something, right? I'm actually assuming some kind of infection will make its way in, and that's how I go.
Of course.
So I have signed you over as part beneficiary of my very little work benefits here. You're welcome.
I will take wonderful care of Will and Sophia. Chris, I feel like he might, have to
He's fine.
figure out. Yeah.
He's totally fine.
Yep.
Yeah. He'd probably tell me, I told you so, babe. That bodysuit was a little tough.
Yeah.
We're good.
But I would like your headphones. So